Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an All You Can Geek bonus round for E3, Xbox One press conference edition. So, yeah, guys, this is like right after Microsoft's show, and my computer is lagging. But let's get into our reactions. We wanted to film us as soon as possible after we watched the conference. We couldn't do it live during.
It just ended.
Yeah, we couldn't do it live because I was entertaining a bunch of guests, and I wasn't certain if I would. And it was right.
Also,
I was right.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's your birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. Thank you.
Happy birthday from Microsoft.
Yay! I was so psyched.
My son is here.
Hey,
Woo-hoo.
there's Lincoln making his first appearance on the podcast. All right. Get starting
Exclusive.
Him young.
Your baby. That's
we
him.
had an exclusive. Starting him young, Corey. All right, guys, post reactions here. We're going to kick it off with the actual Xbox One X as it was finally revealed. And I
like
actually
the name. I actually like it
I like the
because
name.
it's kind of like their branding is they're saying this is the family, the Xbox One family,
Yeah.
and you got the S and you got the X. Now you just need the E.
How do you like
What, you liked Scorpio
Simple.
better, though? I didn't like Scorpio at all.
No, I'm saying anything would be better than Xbox One X.
I think it's better than PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
I would disagree with that.
I-
This is exactly like Wii U. Exactly like Wii U. Add
No.
a fucking letter at the
No,
end.
because it's not a new game
What the
system.
fuck is this?
It's not a new game system.
No, not at all, Tony. That's completely different. Xbox One X is still an Xbox One.
Yeah, it still plays all
Wii
the
U
games
is
you
not a
have.
Wii
Yeah,
at all.
The Wii U.
They're completely different systems.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll see. We'll see how consumers feel.
Well, we will. I don't know. I mean, the price. We'll get right through that. I mean, I don't know why they waited so long to give us the $4.99 price tag. I thought that was. I'm sitting here
Because
like,
they knew.
maybe.
They knew. That's bad news. You don't start off with bad news.
no. And I thought what they were gonna do was I thought they were gonna do a little Apple reveal with that, where they would put the S on the screen with $249.99, and then next to it throw up the Scorpio.
That was the other weird
$399.
thing. Like all this news coming out, like, oh, Xbox is gonna be $200 beforehand.
Sure, that they said it's a $50 price drop officially, and so The Verge ran with the story, naturally thinking it's going to be $199. And apparently, in Microsoft's eyes, the system was never $249. It was always $299 for the last year. Yeah, so now officially it's $249. That we could have bought it anyways at $249 in the stores. So that's really what happened, and I thought that was misleading. And also, one of my many reasons I went in on this bet with you, for which I will pay up for during the podcast, the official podcast, the Gamecast. 1 minute of praise.
Thank you.
I'll start writing a list. We try to do a different bet, folks, than the normal movie watching because it was a quick bet. It was a quick bet. So
Yeah, it's a friendly one.
Yeah.
Just because when you said that, I was like, there's no way because PS4 Pro is very weak compared to what they're touting here.
I know, and it's a great value, except for the fact that you've already learned what not to do with the Xbox One, and that is bring a console out at $499. You've already learned this lesson. Even if it is the most powerful console ever, if the Xbox One was this console in 5 years ago, it still wouldn't have sold for $499.
No, and it wouldn't have cost $49. It would cost like
Well,
$6.99.
No, I'm using I'm just talking that
You
like,
can't.
Let's
You can't
say,
compare that.
I'm just saying even if this console, this 4K console came out 5 years ago at $499, it still wouldn't have sold more than PlayStation 4.
No system can sell like that.
Yeah,
It
that's what I'm
doesn't
saying.
matter.
I'm saying
Power
$499
does
is
not
not
matter.
At that
Yes,
price.
At that price. It needs to be
Power does not
$399.
matter.
It needs to be
Price matters.
And you got to throw in something with it too. If you're going to sell this thing for $499, give us the Pro
When you're
controller.
speaking of, when you're speaking of consoles, price matters. When you're speaking of PC, power matters.
Yeah, but like throw in the Elite controller with this then for $499.
Sure.
That's what they should do. At least make it a value, some value here. You're getting a console now.
The value is the power, the most powerful console ever created. That's the value.
And okay, let's, like I said, I'm very upset with the price. We all, I think, we're upset about the price. I mean, nobody here thinks
I'm
it's a
not
price.
upset.
You
I
expected
don't give a
it.
fuck.
You expected it.
I don't give a fuck.
Let's talk about the actual technical piece of hardware that it created, because it is very impressive. I gotta say that. Design-wise, I love it. I love the design. I love that it's
very.
tiny.
I mean,
It's
as
tiny.
far as what it looks like, looks slick. I like it. I like the black, and what they're saying about it being the smallest ever. It's kind of neat because before they made these huge boxes.
Oh, yeah.
And like they're
The S-
expecting you to put these things on your shelf, and it's like, wow. And now, yeah, they learned with the S and
Yep.
with the X. I think it looks fantastic as far as aesthetics.
I think aesthetically, and the vapor cooling idea, I think that's great to keep it nice and cool.
Yeah. I'm surprised they talked as much as they did on specs
It was
because
fine.
they had
It
a
was,
whole
I timed
digital
it.
found.
It was about 5 minutes. I timed it.
It took them 20 minutes to get to games though.
Yes, but there was intros and talking, and yes, but there was like 5 minutes of actual spec.
Still,
talk,
didn't
which,
need to happen.
Yeah, didn't
like
need
as
to
soon
happen.
as that happened, I was like, oh no, don't do this. We already know. Just tell us it's the most powerful. Show us what it looks like. Give me a price, and now let's see what's on it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I needed. But again, 5 minutes is fine. It's just they could have cut that out. I think.
Yeah. I mean, they did show 42 games. 12 of them in a sizzle reel. Just
Probably around there. I was taking notes and I didn't even write any of those down because like these are the ones that don't matter.
Yeah, those are all the ID at Xbox. The indies.
Yeah.
Those are Corey's games. All right, so we had 22 exclusives shown for the system.
Which I did not expect. I was saying
Exclusives.
There
I was
were
thinking-
actual Xbox One only console exclusives during this. I was going to mention that to you. There was
Which ones?
there were 3 games actually. They actually had Xbox One console exclusive. There it is.
Wow. 3?
Yeah.
Damn.
they kept saying the problem was they said console exclusive.
Yeah, but they didn't-
almost all the time.
But they
said
left
console.
When they left Windows 10 off of it is when I know it's
Okay.
just for the system. That happened like 3 times if I remember. I might have miscounted a little bit because I was, like I said,
Yeah,
I had people
I didn't
over.
differentiate that in my notes or anything.
I had some people over. I was doing a cookout, so. But yeah, so Metro kicked this off, and I thought Metro looked good. I didn't know what it was at first, and I didn't really know anything about that game.
Called it right away. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like it looks very similar to what Metro's been. It just looks better, and it could be really cool, but we really don't know
It's fake.
if
Yeah.
that's gameplay.
We don't know. We don't know.
I
You're
thought
right.
that was
Fucking
gameplay.
fake.
Yeah.
It's fucking fake.
The games looked really nice.
I don't
had
know
the-
how many times this needs to happen before you guys learn. That's fucking fake as shit.
I don't know. We're gonna get to the point where we're gonna be
Okay,
right.
all right, hold on.
It's
We're
like
gonna
Mike-
we're
it's
gonna
like-
go down some memory lane here. So, however many years ago, when the very first Capcom PS4 game, what was it?
Deep down.
Deep Down. Oh, remember when that got shown off, and we were like, "Oh wow, that looks really good, man! I can't wait to play that." What happened with that?
I know.
What happened
I know.
with that?
I mean,
all
that
right,
never
let's
came
go
out.
back when No Man's Sky was shown off.
Oh, whoa,
Man,
whoa, whoa.
that game looks
We
really
were-
good.
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa! That never was
Well,
stated by any podcaster.
I'm not saying
on
you.
this
I'm not saying it
podcast.
was you guys. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it was you guys. I'm just saying public audience,
Yes.
general consumers.
But they were more
Like-
about the.
But
the
the
art
thing is,
style.
though, here I don't think they showed anything that couldn't be real. Like with No Man's Sky, they were showing like some Jurassic Park style
Yeah.
shit there that never
I
happened.
mean, the biggest culprit of this entire thing, Tony,
It
you
seemed-
mentioned
it-
was the hacking game, the hacker game. What was the hacker game that Mike liked and we all hated? And it was shown as
Deus Ex,
No, the higher resolution game that never came out. It's the one that's like
Watch Dogs.
Yes, thank you. That's it. Watch Dogs.
that came out.
Yeah, but it looked like shit compared to what they showed
Oh yeah,
at
yeah.
E3. So it looked nothing like that game, actually. So you're right. I mean, it does happen often, but we're getting to a point now where I was running the stream in 4K, and these games looked gorgeous. They did.
I mean, a lot of the stuff they should like just to go back to like Horizon, like a lot of stuff they showed looks the same as you're seeing
Yeah,
it now.
yeah, they nailed
Things you were
that.
doing might be a little different, but
Yeah.
it looks the same.
When they say using in-game assets, that's a
I
clear.
missed that. As
That
soon
is
as
a
they say
red
that,
flag.
that is absolutely a red flag.
Yeah, that is a red flag. You're right.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but just based on track history.
But again, like with Metro, they started that off with the gaming, and I think personally, I thought it was kind of underwhelming.
I thought it looked good. I thought it looked pretty interesting because I didn't know what it was at first, and I was happy that they kicked off with that because, as we'll get into this, I'm going to agree with Tony shortly about one major point he made. You guys were chatting so much. Like I said, I had people here, but I flipped through it, and I felt like there were way too many post-apocalyptic games that were shown in this footage. Like there's just what is there like 20? 20 there's like ridiculous amount of post-apocalyptic games in this. Like I understand the State of Decay 2, which was shown, and people love that first game, but like at that point we had already seen 5 other post-apocalyptic games, and I'm like, how many times are they going to show this? It almost looks the same at that point. They all blend together. Like I can't even tell you what some of this. I'm happy you took some notes, Corey, because I couldn't tell you the differences between some of this stuff. But I mean, State of Decay 2 was shown, which was cool, and that's going to be an exclusive.
I mean, going back to Metro though, like, okay, sure, graphically, if it comes out and looks like that looks awesome. But
you're not expecting
it does the gameplay. Like, I can't say I'm excited to play that. It looks like every other fucking first-person shooter game I've played.
I felt like they spent way too much time on Assassin's Creed because I still don't care about that game.
I like the setting. I do. I think the Egypt setting is pretty cool.
I don't care.
I'm
not
saying that you should care about it. I just think as far as what you're doing and in the setting wise, it looks cool. I just like unfortunately, like I said in Slack, we're living in a post-Horizon world right now, and Horizon's made that game mechanic so much cooler and more interesting and intertwined a cool story. Where this, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with story.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
What mechanic?
The third-person shooting arrows and climbing shit.
Oh,
the Assassin's Creed mechanic. They've just done it better.
All right.
I'm not talking about Zelda here. I'm talking about Horizon.
I understand, and that's my reservation here, because I'm not going to talk about Horizon today. I'll talk about it on the regular podcast this week.
Okay.
I'm just saying you're not going to get the Zelda game on these systems. That's why.
Yeah. I know.
Anyway. So we're going to get, let's see, the Unknown, the Battlegrounds game, Player Unknowns, about Battlegrounds, which is huge on PC. Huge on PC right now. Yeah. Getting that as an exclusive is pretty big for Microsoft, actually, because that's going to have a huge multiplayer following. That game is going to be big for them to have that.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the players stick around, I mean, that game is been.
And I know that's been Giant Bomb's
on streams, and
Giant Bomb's been playing that like crazy, and that's like, and I think every time they talk about it, though, they do say as long as the player base sticks around. I think they mention it.
Because there is no story. Yeah. There's nothing other than what you're doing. It's just it's a battle royale.
Yeah,
that's what it is. So. Yep. But I mean, as far as what it does it very well. And that guy he's the mastermind behind all the battle royale mods in H1Z1 and DayZ and all that kind of stuff.
Let's see, anything else in this little run here? Darwin Project. I don't really like the MOBAs, so that wasn't big for me at all.
No, I don't even know what this Deep Rock Galactic thing was. Like,
I don't know what that was.
They're just showing that off because it was exclusive, I think.
Yeah.
It looked like a horde mode style game or something.
Looks like a Dwarves game.
Yeah.
Dwarves Fortress.
They brought in Minecraft again, obviously. What was that crossplay? Is that going to actually be like united crossplay that they really want to have? Like, you know what I mean? Like console to
mobile, console, and PC.
Like
they showed off Xbox, PC, iPad, and Switch. No PS4 version.
So Sony's still going to not play. But Nintendo's going to play, so hey, that's cool.
Yep.
I like that. 4K update. Yep. Obviously, a lot of things were shown on 4K here.
The super duper graphics pack.
Yeah. But then, we had, that DBZ fighter that you were talking about, Tony, that got shown, which was really cool. Like, I think that looks awesome.
That's actually probably going to be my 2D fighter.
Yeah.
Like, instead of Marvel vs. Capcom, I'm more interested in this game now.
Watching that looks so cool.
Bow 2D is like so awesome.
Yeah,
what they do with Guilty Gear
is style awesome. Is just awesome. Yeah.
And it looks fantastic.
Like, Capcom, take some freaking notes, because that is what you should be doing right there with Street Fighter.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if we got Marvel vs. Capcom game that looked as good as that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Looked as good as that.
Because you don't need sprites, man. You don't need them. You just need it to look fucking cool.
The door's open here because they could do an alpha game like that. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
It would fit alpha.
I mean, it just look at like the Infinite, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and it just looks like shit compared to this game.
I know.
It looks like a free-to-play like mobile title.
It looks like Marvel Omega, like on PS4 right now. It's like take those assets out and put them into a fighting game. It's like, oh man.
Yeah.
What are they doing over there?
Yeah, I didn't want to say we're going to cover all of these. I didn't want to say we're going to cover all of these games that they showed. I don't know in this list, guys, what you wanted to discuss. I'm just picking out a few big ones. Like Sea of Thieves was shown. That's their big game. That's their big game. And while it's not going to be, for me. I don't think. I mean, I was talking to you, Tony, about Mario Kart and how I'm not really in that multiplayer phase. I'm in a single player kind of game phase. And even when we were talking about Anthem that was shown at the end, I even mentioned the solo on that because I'm like, for me, I'm like, yes, I do enjoy getting online and playing with my friends, and it's fun. But for the majority of my time, it's single player experiences, and it's got to be good. And
You're not getting that.
Actually,
On Xbox,
I'm
you're
very
not getting
curious about Sea of
I
Thieves.
might
I think it could be good. It could be something that
But I got the same
they
vibe.
could run with, but it's their Destiny style Pirates game. It seems like what it's trying to be.
Yeah.
But it just they're not explaining what it is well enough.
No.
Like,
And
is there a story?
I actually
is there
did
actually
I did
a
like the
scenario
whole,
that you go on?
I did like the idea though of the pirate ship combat. Like you're just somebody else's team just gonna jack somebody else's loot. I think that was pretty cool. I did like that aspect. But like, how often is that going to happen?
I just want to know what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
we know what it is because it's a Pirates game, but what are you doing? Like, what is the purpose of what you're doing there?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
And they didn't really show that.
Nope. That's early 2018 though, so it's coming soon.
Spring
Cuphead.
probably.
Cuphead. Oh, Super Lucky's Tale. I wanted to talk about that because we actually got a platformer, and I'm very happy that they did this because the game looked good. I just don't know if it's going to play well. You know what I mean? Like I thought it looked really nice, and I thought it was something departure of Microsoft there. I finally felt like that was the part of the conference, and I was like, oh, cool. We're going to have a little departure from it, and that is the part of the conference that I really enjoyed. Like there was Cuphead was shown, Crackdown
Again.
3, and
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, and the Lucky's Tale game looked really cool. Like I like I said, the platformer genre isn't extremely popular anymore, but Microsoft needs something like that as well because Nintendo's got Mario, they have it, and they're amazing with that. Sony's trying with their games. Ukulele didn't really that was multi-platform, but we're going to get a Crash Anniversary. We're going to we're getting a bunch of stuff on Sony's console. Jack and Daxter, I believe. So, I'm happy that Microsoft has this, and it's not Blinks. That's the best thing I can say about this. It's not Blinks, which was not good. I'm sorry, but it wasn't.
I mean, yeah, sure, it looks like it could be good, but
Yeah.
it seems like it's coming out of nowhere. I mean, we're year 4
But it
into
will be-
the Xbox One.
It is coming out this fall, isn't it? That game? That's
Maybe, but
that's a
again,
November
it's
game,
4
I thought.
years in.
I think November 3rd. Yeah.
Doesn't fit the demographic.
No, they're building a fan base of something else, and it doesn't really. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but I like it. I think that looks good for me. Cuphead was again shown. This time it has a release date though, September 28th,
Oh, finally.
9th.
9th. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that game since 5 years ago. So, talk about development hell. But hey, that was the game they added. There wasn't going to be multiplayer in that, right? Not multiplayer. There wasn't going to be story mode.
Story mode?
Yeah, so they added that into the game, which is great. Crackdown 3 was revealed, coming out this, not revealed, but shown, and it's coming out this fall as well. October. You don't have a date
Did I
on it.
write that down?
I think it's October.
I don't think they gave us a date.
Oh, I thought they did. I thought the artwork looked great. The art style for it.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I mean,
looks fun.
it's got that cell shaded-esque art style kind of
Yeah.
going on, cartoony,
Yeah.
realistic thing. I like that. I like the setting that it's in. Explosions look pretty neat, but who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I wasn't very interested in that game. I'm still not.
What does that game need
But
to do
it looks
to get
good.
you?
It's got to probably get reviewed very highly, and then word of mouth has to be really fun. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, which game are we talking about?
Crackdown.
Crackdown. I mean, I think
It's not
if it's
made
got
for
a
me.
good, if it's got a good cooperative mode there, because it seemed like there was a bunch of agents or whatever they call them. I forget what they call you. Like I think they call you agent. And if there's a pretty cool cooperative mode there, that would be fun with friends. You know, it kind of takes that Halo and Gears cooperative gameplay mechanic into a campaign. That would be fun. I think that's what they need to do and need to show me that they're doing. So I would like something like that. And plus, you get to kind of be a superhero in that game as well.
Yeah. I think it looked fun, but it's got a lot of work to sell me. Shadow of War. There's no S, right?
Shadow of War. Shadow. I don't know what it is. Shadow of War, probably.
I like the recruiting system idea. I think that's pretty cool. We like
No,
building
I
an
don't
army.
mind that the mechanic looks cool. I think that's really neat, and the Nemesis part of that was cool from the last game, and they're just expanding that out even more. I just was weirded out by the tone of that game.
It was very light, yeah. That was
put their
definitely
son,
Not
like-
long.
yeah.
It's just like a
They've definitely taken
weird
some liberty on that for that
humor
universe.
going on there,
Yeah.
especially for a game called Shadow of War. Like
Yeah.
that to me expels doom's coming. Like this is like dark. You have to fight to survive or to take back your country or land or whatever, or to whatever you're doing. Like this is a war coming on, and like there's these jokes that are getting cracked, and these goblins and orcs that are just kind of talking trash here and there, and it's just weird. And then when they do like the recruitment part, it's just like a flip of the switch where the guy's attitude's completely different. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about
I understand that point, but I was very happy with the way you build up your armies, and I like that recruiting system. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. And I didn't play the first one, even though I own it. It sits here, and I have never gotten into it. So, that one I got really cheap. That's why I have it. But everybody said the Nemesis is so good. I should probably get into that, but it's too late. I think it's too late now.
It's one of those things that we thought we were going to see in a lot of other games.
Yeah,
It never happened. It's weird.
Ori 2 looked fantastic. Like, just looked amazing.
The game is beautiful.
Yeah.
And apparently it's ridiculously hard.
Oh man, that's not what I want to hear. I don't want frustrating, but we'll see. Backwards compatibility coming from the OG Xbox. I guess backwards compatibility for them is working, unlike the reports.
Apparently Ars Technica had all of their numbers wrong when they're talking about that kind of stuff, or Xbox Live numbers. I forget. They were talking about something, and all their numbers were completely off. And so, who knows what the numbers are for real?
Well, it's got to be something significant if they're spending time now bringing the OG Xbox games over.
I think one of the reasons is just there aren't that many games to play, so people want to play something that they can, like they want to play something. So it's like,
system. That's what they're trying to do to hide that empty library. You're right.
I mean, we kind of had that conversation last week on the podcast. It's like, would you rather have games like Nier Automata, Neo, and Horizon and not have backwards compatibility, or would you not have those and have backwards compatibility? It's like,
well, I mean, I obviously would rather have those games, but I guess backwards compatibility is being used. So I don't know. It's nice. I mean, they're going to bring,
I got a big cheer from the crowd. I was kind of surprised.
It comes with
plants. Those are fucking plants.
I mean,
Crimson didn't have any though. I mean,
yeah.
Crimson Skies.
I'm sorry. I have an extremely hard time believing that anybody in that crowd that wasn't a Microsoft employee was clapping for original Xbox games.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on. What? Okay, so Halo 1 and 2. Okay.
Crimson Skies.
Crimson Skies.
Jade Empire.
You highlighted that one.
Jade Empire.
I don't know if Jade Empire is coming out. That would be awesome if. But I can play that on my phone.
Blinks. Oh, we can get Blinks the Time Sweep, or we can get Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if anybody was.
Gotta get that OG rare, man.
Yeah, I didn't even look at Twitter yet to see who was hyped on there for that. But and then finally, Anthem was shown from EA, which I thought looked really cool. Not a console exclusive at all. It's just the way they're finishing it. Showing off
enhanced for
Xbox
One X, Xbox One X, yeah.
Yes, so it'll run 4K. It'll run. Do you think that game will be 60 frames? I hope. A little poke at a certain 2.0 game.
I think it could. I think it could hit 60 frames.
I think they will.
I doubt it.
I think they will, Tony, because they want to take on Destiny. And what is one of the biggest gripes? I mean, 30 frames per second for Destiny 2. That's ridiculous.
Now, if we want to talk about like fake, that was completely fake. That demo.
Yeah, apparently. Which while I was watching, I'm like, it looked amazing, and I'm like, this looks great. And then it was just like definitely scripted at the end of that game. I'm like, ah. So we'll see what actually comes out for that. But
I do like the world that they built there.
Yeah.
Seems interesting. If you can get in and out of different mechs, that completely like, so instead of having like a hunter, warlock, and titan, now you have your mech.
All right.
Instead, like it's your character, and now you're just getting into.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that's a cool idea. I like the squad-based combat with that, and that's what my question was, Tony, about single player, because it seemed like there was the way you're fighting crowds was based on your different mechs you had with you, squad-based. It seems squad-based, and so it's like. How is that going to work solo? Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work solo. That's all.
I don't know either.
Yeah. So, all right, Tony, go ahead. We've gone through their press conference. Vent. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just what's the future of Xbox?
I would probably give this press conference a C.
Really? A C?
Yeah. They gave us 22 exclusive games. Gave me the
How? Okay, let me ask you
platformer.
this: how could they have done worse, in your opinion?
Not shown 22 exclusive games. They could have shown 5.
Not give us a price for Scorpio or X rather. I mean,
I think it would have been better if they didn't give us the $4.99 US.
I think it would have been better as well. I gave them a C because of that. I
they
probably
had
would have
to
given
give
them-
it. They had to give the price. I mean, you don't give a price for a system that's coming out in a few months. I mean, that just tells me you have no faith in that.
I'm posing this. I don't understand how they could have possibly done any worse.
Really?
I don't.
Really? Like I can tell you. I can tell you. No,
oh,
I can tell
man,
you. We have precedent for this. 2013 is how they could have done worse, Tony.
What happened in 2013?
The way they announced their Xbox One.
TV.
Yeah.
Come on. It's like, this
TV.
system is not a gaming system. It's a multimedia
They had a woman
entertainment box.
on the stage talking about entertainment from Microsoft.
At least they
E3.
showed off games, though.
What are you talking about? There were 42 games. This entire thing was modeled after Sony's press conference last year. They ran trailer behind trailer behind trailer behind trailer. That's all I kept doing.
Okay, so half of those are multi-platform.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying they brought games just for you to look at. Like, they didn't.
Yeah, I think they could have been a lot worse. I mean, they could have been EA and done 20% of their conference gameplay, and the rest could have been talking. They could have just talked about numbers and how we're doing all this. They could have been like, hey guys, this is the best place to play. There's so many players on Xbox, and they could have skewed the numbers so it's like people playing on Xbox Live are more than ever.
But they essentially did that with the most powerful system ever.
Didn't EA show like 5 games at their conference? Like that was it.
Yeah, but EA is a third party. I kind of expect that. I'm just talking.
But they have more than 5 games.
Well, they showed their sports games, and there was like shooter, sports, shooter, racing, sports.
What first-party titles did they show? Forza,
yeah.
Just count them 1.
The platformer.
Lucky's Tale. That's
Tale.
a first.
Okay, 2.
That was
Crackdown.
3. Sea of Thieves.
4.
Where is that? State of Decay. Is that from them?
No, that's
that is exclusive. Oh, okay. What is done from them on this? Ori. That's them, right?
5.
I don't know if that's them or not.
I think
can't confirm.
Yeah, it is. It's
them.
Microsoft Studios.
I can't from the list here. I don't know what else is on here.
I don't know what those like that Darwin game. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I don't know who did those. I don't know who did Darwin and who did
whatever the win or whatever. It's, who knows? I mean, so as far as like, let's talk about why don't we do this, guys? Highlights and lowlights. How about we do that instead?
The low $4.99 console.
Obviously, that has to be the lowest thing.
That was the lowest thing for me.
The price, and like especially because they waited. Like, if you didn't wait, just get it. Like, just say
2 hours. They waited 2 hours.
Let's just get it out there when we're talking about Scorpio. Let's get it out there and let people know and kind of, say, hey, this is the reason why. These are the games, and this is why it's $4.99. You throw it at the end of the conference. That just makes you look weak.
Yeah, they should have done it right away. And the second worst for me was the fact that they had a lot of similar looking games in terms of post-apocalyptic / first-person shooter / shooter, just shooter in general, multiplayer focused games, which for me is not my biggest thing. So.
I mean, I didn't mind that as much. I mean, that's what you're.
I know
that's what you get, but it's like
not what I wanted to say.
Not that it was a bad thing or anything like that, but I just felt like they could have shown me more with CFDs and why that this is like a big tentpole for them.
No, I'm fucking done to see these. I want to see these.
I understand, but that's a low light for me. That because they just showed me basically what we saw last time, just like more. Yeah. Oh, hey, we're on a ship. You got to find a treasure on an island, and like, what are we actually like? What is the purpose of this? Just tell us this. All you're doing is just messing around in this world. It's just a sandbox.
Yeah,
you tell me
that's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me, though.
It doesn't look like there's a story whatsoever.
No,
so
which for me is not interesting at all.
Right.
Yeah. The highs of the show, I do like the look of the new console. I think it's a very powerful system. It's fantastic looking. I love HDR. I've played Horizon in HDR. I've played a lot of my games in HDR on PlayStation. And now I have 2 consoles to choose from for that, which is great if I was going to get this. The thing for me is I'm probably not going to get this, actually.
I mean, you can get $200 for your Xbox One. Oh, you can't.
You can. So it's like, yeah. Forza 7, I thought looked great. Looked fantastic, actually. The one of the post-apocalyptic games is fine. Pick one. They all looked fine, but they all look the same.
I think for me, like a highlight was them going and doing the model of, hey, it's just trailer, minimal talking, trailer. I think that's the way you need to go with these things now. Because
there was There was an hour and a half of trailers. It really was. It was maybe an hour and 20, but it was an hour and 20 trailers.
The first half hour was like bullshit.
But it's still a 2 hour conference.
20 minutes before they got to the... Yeah, but
it's still it's a 2 hour conference, and the rest of that time was
They showed off a fucking car.
Yeah.
They took time out of their game conference to show us a fucking Porsche.
That's what Forza does, man. It's expected from them.
Listen, if they've signed Porsche to an exclusive contract, I guarantee you that was a stipulation.
And that is a low light, though. Like you didn't need to do it, but
I don't care.
I think the Forza fans do care, though.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't, and I'm a Forza fan, but I'm not a Porsche fan, so it doesn't matter. So
car enthusiasts then do care.
I mean,
Tony, maybe they should go to a car enthusiast show.
Tony, did you have any highs for this at all?
Ori, I guess.
Ori looks fantastic.
I mean,
it did.
Sure,
it did,
but the rest of this and Anthem. I mean,
Anthem looks
Anthem,
good.
despite it being scripted, it looks like it has potential.
Yep,
it does.
Yeah. But you'll be playing that on PS4 anyway.
Yeah.
If I were, I'd probably get it on PS4 or PC.
Yeah. You didn't like the look of the Lucky's Tale at all? You didn't like anything you saw from that? Really?
No. Why would I play that?
Platformer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it had a cool feature of the digging underground kind of style. That could be a nice, cool mechanic into the game.
Sure.
It could.
Sure, it could.
Exactly. So, like, that's intriguing.
Mm.
You would be sweating if Mario could dig underground.
What? I don't know.
I mean, he has done that in Galaxy games, so you got me there.
If this was on Switch, though, I think it would have made more sense. It just seemed kind of weird because all these other games didn't really fit that.
They're very mature theme games, yeah. Besides that,
like they don't really care about the, younger audience. Xbox.
Right, I understand.
So to throw that out there,
away, that's what I was saying. Year 4, you're trying to cater to a completely different demographic. It doesn't work. It's like, oh, cool. I'm gonna get my kid Minecraft and this Lucky Tail game. Which, by the way, the beginning of that looked like it was a total bait and switch with Conker.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna show Conker in that sequence, and I'm like, here's Conker.
It looked like Conker the whole time. I was thinking, it's like, oh wow.
I was like, is this Conker? Like, it looked all cutesy, and then that monster ate the butterfly or the bird or whatever the fuck it was. I was like, oh, maybe this is like a Conker type game. Yeah. And then it went back to being super cute. I'm like, all right, well, that's fine.
All right, so I was going to ask Corey his other thoughts to mention on this thing. So other points to make to just wrap this up.
I don't understand what the future of Xbox is.
Okay, I can't say that they're going to win any new fans over with this conference. I don't think they will. I mean, I don't think
they're
they
definitely
will.
not going to.
But I mean, Corey, any other points? Like, do you agree or disagree with that?
No, I think the future of Xbox and Microsoft is PC. I think that's where it's going. You're going to be that, and that's what the Xbox One X is starting to signify. I really don't think they're going to make another console after this. Yeah,
well, you might be right. I mean, that's where they want to go. They're trying, they're even making like Minecraft on all the systems, and they're using cross-play on that. I mean, that's integrate with Switch.
I mean, all their Xbox exclusive titles are on Windows 10.
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to go back on that. We knew that. I mean, not going back on something when they promised. You know what I mean? Like, they're not. I knew that wasn't going to change.
No, I understand. I'm just saying
they're interested in games as a service.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where they're going, and like, so I think with the Xbox One X, it could be potentially the last console. That's what it seems like. Or the one brand could be the last one because they could have an Xbox.
I mean, they got to give us some new IPs, and they didn't give me a third-person adventure game that I was hoping they would give me. So I just feel like they need a story-driven game. They don't feel that. Like, it's a different vision than I have, so it's not speaking to me.
All right. They can't make money off of microtransactions.
Yeah. All right. That's going to wrap up this one. Do you guys want any other things? Nothing good?
No.
Well, we talked about the good stuff. I think there's a lot of good stuff as far as showing the trailers, showing games. We saw games. We asked for them to show us games, and that's what they did. So it's hard to say like, oh, I'm disappointed because they didn't do what I want. Like
Well, they didn't give me the
did
games
exactly.
I wanted, but
Sure,
you know.
but they did what they said that they had to do. They had to come out with games. They came out with games. Unfortunately, they're
disagree.
not speaking to all of us.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's
they
even to
did
all
come
of
out with
us.
what they wanted.
well,
No, well, I'm just saying, like before we started this, before the conference started, I was thinking if they showed 5 exclusive games, that was going to be high. Like I didn't even think they were going to hit 5 exclusives. They gave us 22 exclusives. That's pretty good, you know, as far as what.
Okay, Car, how many exclusive games that they showed off would you buy?
Probably 2 or 3 of those.
but that's the idea,
Okay.
though. But if they showed 5, you probably would have bought 1. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, right, but I'm
they're
saying
not going to
like,
hit
it's not-
everybody.
before we started, Tony, I was thinking they wouldn't even do it. I was like 20% they're going to show us over 5 exclusives, and they showed us 22. So like to say they did everything wrong is I can't say that because
Well, I gave
they
them a C.
exceeded what I
gave them a
expected
C.
them to be doing, and they showed us 42 games. Sure, 12 of them probably were in a sizzle reel, but they did show us a bunch of games. And it's just unfortunate because a lot of those games I'm not really concerned or going to care about. I do care about Battlegrounds. I think that's a pretty cool game and has a great concept. And I was looking into seeing
Which
if
one
I
was
could play that.
Battlegrounds?
It's
that
the
the
player
one where-
unknowns.
That was
It's
the
where
one
you
with-
drop into an island and you have to try to kill everybody else.
Okay,
It's a battle
what
royale
was the
style
one
game.
where they started off? It looked super janky, and they had that fake esports commentator.
Oh, I
That
don't know.
was
That was that
Darwin.
MOBA. That was that
Darwin.
MOBA shit.
Was so fucking obnoxious. I cannot believe somebody signed off on that. Like, yep, this is what we want at our conference. Some fake commentator doing fake commentary for a trailer for a game. Like, what the fuck?
I'm kind of shocked that they didn't even really explain what that was.
No,
It's
and it
just
looked terrible. It looked legitimately terrible.
Yep, I agree.
It was
All
just weird. It was a weird place for it. But like I said, I think I would give this conference a B as far as my personal, like from what I was expecting.
I gave it a C because of the price. It's a punch in the gut. Sorry, it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, you were hoping for and expected a $3.99. I mean, let's
Yep.
be real.
It's a punch in the gut.
Uh,
All right, that's going to wrap it up. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to have, Monday, we're going to have the Sony live reactions. We'll do that live. We'll stream it. We'll have an audio version of it, I think. It's tougher to do that audio, though. It's not as interesting. So maybe we'll wait to do actual like post reactions on the podcast itself on Tuesday. So, but yeah, tune in then. Thanks for listening and viewing this, and tune in to more E3 coverage and our normal podcast coming up soon. Thanks.